People of Reddit who work in a casino, what's some of the saddest moments you witnessed? 1. I worked at a casino as a dealer through college. A lot of incidents were pretty sad, especially with regulars that you liked. One regular would tell me about his middle school age kids, and then I would realize the next week or so later that he was missing their school plays, recitals, etc., because he was at the tables. I remember working an overnight one Christmas Eve and begging him to go home when 6-7 a.m. rolled around because his kids would be up and opening presents. Other times just people screaming at you for stealing their mortgage payments from them that month, then seeing them back again the next day. 2. During my 8-hour shift, a gentleman won $15,000 on a slot machine, punched out at end of shift and had the next 2 days off, returned to work after my weekend to find the man still sitting at the same slot machine. He had been there for 2+ days losing $15,000. 3. We used to have a woman who would be on the blackjack tables for 5 days, her nights straight. Her husband would call and tell her that her kids wanted her home. Her boss actually came to the casino to try and get her to leave. A very kind, sympathetic boss. She was missing work. I don't know what happened to her, but she's probably ruined her life. 4. My mom works as a dealer at a casino and has told me multiple stories of grown men wearing adult diapers at the table so they don't have to leave to use the restroom. 5. A previous boss of mine worked at a casino in AC. He said he saw all kinds of terrible things, but the worst was when they had to close the main lobby because a guy jumped from the 4th floor after losing. 6. I did casino security for 3 years before I became a police officer. Had a code M, medical. Early one morning, around 4 or 5 a.m. Old guy in his 80s passed out and fell out of his chair, wife sitting next to him. I was the first to get to him, did a quick assessment and found he didn't have a pulse, immediately started CPR. The old lady looked over and said, "Oh, he does this all the time. Don't worry about him." Between chest compressions I told her he wasn't breathing and she just kept playing her a lot machine. She didn't miss a spin even when the paramedics took him away. I saw her again the next night and asked how he was doing. With the straightest face ever she said, "Oh, he never woke up. I'm sure he's in a freezer by now," and went right back to the same machine she was playing the night before. 7. I went to a casino once and in the washroom there was a grown man bawling his eyes out telling me he lost everything. It still haunts me now, utterly destroyed this guy looked. Very, very sad. This was 20 years ago and I haven't stepped foot in one since.